some shit, right?
Welcome back. Go.
You want me to go now?
No, Rob. I want to hear your thoughts, mate. This is an important thing because, like,
what we're trying to do,
human mind
what
works.
we're trying to do is establish why you can't let go of this statement you made,
which is it doesn't exist until I recall it.
No, you didn't say that.
Sorry,
you said if I don't remember it, it
doesn't exist.
Right now,
hence the opposite side of that
right,
is
listen,
I would only remember it if I.
No,
it would only exist if I remember it.
If you had a traumatic experience when you was a child, right? And we said if you was touched, fiddled with, or you ran a violent parent or a sibling or whatnot, and you hid under the stairs, and that became your safe place under there, right? As you grow up, you put that. It only happened then, didn't happen anymore, and you know you squash that down with every other story you could think of when you're playing as a kid and blah blah blah. That memory becomes a distant thing until it doesn't exist, until you tell yourself it doesn't exist, right? So in the conscious mind, it doesn't exist. You've forgotten about it. It doesn't exist. It doesn't happen to me. Didn't happen to me, right? But as you grow up, you then become anxious, scared around people. Hear a noise, you fucking shit yourself, right? You don't know why you do that. You're a grown-ass man. What's the matter with you? He's made a noise. You shit your pants. You don't know why, right?
Say it don't exist?
Now, it exists in you because you have suppressed that feeling, that emotion, whatever happened, them traumatic experiences, so far down in your subconscious that it doesn't exist in your conscious mind, right? But it does exist because it's affecting the way you live your life.
It's manifesting itself.
It's there.
Look,
festering.
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. Listen, I'm not denying. History determines who you are, kind of thing. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that if I can't remember it, it didn't happen. It's not about mindset. If I can't remember it, no matter how I act or behave or my personality is because of a previous experience that has been traumatic, and I've suppressed it, to get on with life, it's a form of defense of the mind to protect you going forward because it was a traumatic experience. Now, if you cannot recall that traumatic experience, therefore, to me, nothing happened. Because
if that experience is making you, if that's making you behave a certain
choice
way,
right there.
But you don't know.
It does affect you.
But
No,
you
you don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
What if it isn't making it? Something's happened and it's not changed him in one iota. He's still doing the same thing because that's just his personality, and that's why he's making those decisions. You're assuming that this thing that's happened, we don't know. We haven't explained what's happened, but this thing that's happened is always affecting every single decision that he's made. But what if it hasn't?
Something drives the car.
And this is what I'm trying to say, because like not everything.
Yeah, but you could have
in
20
life.
good and one really bad, and the 20 good could override the one bad, and your logic of your subconscious could go, well,
So, yeah,
20 times out of the one, so this is why you should do this.
You're comparing trauma with trauma.
Emotion always
you're
wins
comparing
over
trauma
logic.
with trauma, but if you look at the person that didn't
good
experience
emotion
that,
versus bad
they're going to be
emotion.
Any emotion.
But that's my.
So you've done the same thing 21 times. One time you had a bad emotional experience, and the other 20 you had 20 good emotional experience. You're going to think it's the 20
People
do you see the logic?
No,
that's the psychology.
Not necessarily. I'm not saying either way, but you could.
People do.
You're debating that it's always going to be the negative.
The negative is always 10x the positive. It only takes one trauma. You could have 10 positive experiences of one thing, but you could have one negative thing of the same experience, and then one negative experience
depends on the experience. You can't state that as a fact.
It depends on the experience and who helped you through it.
Right, I have a penalty. I score 20 of them and I miss one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go in and I'm confident because
but that was a well.
But it also depends.
Proved your own point.
If that was a World Cup final,
because that one penalty that you missed is going to be the one. Right, I ain't going to shoot in that corner anymore, even though you might have scored 10 in that corner.
You can't say that for a fact, though.
But that's the psychology.
Yeah, but subconsciously
that
it might.
The psychology.
It might, but also it might not. So you're stating like it is a fact against like what George is saying, as in it's not existing.
We can always try to override it. We can always try to be better and override it, but that is the human brain. That is the psychology of the brain. That is how it works. We learn from failure. We learn from failure. I can't even say the word. But we don't learn from success. We appreciate success.
Yeah.
We joy in
what
success,
if you,
but we don't learn.
What if you realise why that went wrong, and then you go, I can go in that corner now.
If you're smart, you can learn to override it. I'm not saying you can't.
Not every trauma affects you badly.
So George's point would be
He's
Okay,
not
then.
wrong. We never said that he was wrong. He's agreeing. He's agreeing with what we're saying.
Yeah, but you're not you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm trying to say that if you've forgotten something, how can it exist?
Because
only unless
Because if it doesn't manifest
I can
itself
tell you why.
in the future,
I can tell you
like it
why,
doesn't have an
because
adverse effect,
the choices
then
that you make
would it
every
ever be
day
there?
are affected by it. So the result is what counts. Okay, the result is always what counts. That's the final decision. The result is always the final decision. And the fact that you made certain choices to run and hide rather than to face your fear and run forward and fight.
How could
But
you
you
be
haven't
running and
specified
hiding?
that. We
How
don't
could
know
you be
what the
running and
failure
hiding
is.
because you can't remember what you're running and hiding from?
It's the programming in your mind. It's the decisions that you make on a daily basis. It's
Depends what it is.
it's
You could have
how
the
it works.
extreme
It's
of child
how the brain
abuse,
works.
or you could
It's
have
how the
something
brain
else.
works.
It might
like
not even
falling
be.
over.
It might not even be an abusive
Yeah,
memory.
it can be
right?
anything.
It could be
But
anything.
You have to compare the trauma to the non-trauma. You're comparing traumas with traumas, and obviously there's going to be variation. But if you compare all of us, if you compare traumas with non-traumas, the non-trauma is going to have a 10x over the trauma, 100 times every time.
Is that a fact?
Every time, of course.
Or you
it's
just
human
saying that?
psychology. It's human psychology. We know this about the brain. You can learn.
So that's a fact. Then.
Oh, you're going to say to me, "Oh, is that a fact?" That right there is a tactic. Like
No, I am. That's a genuine
what-
question because you're stating these things like these are genuine researched things.
Yeah,
like,
well, I've looked into it. I've looked into it for
No,
years.
no, I don't know.
Like,
I'm genuinely.
I've studied this stuff. I'm
Curious.
Not an expert. I'm not an expert, and I'm not.
I mean-
I'm not even like you need an intellect. You need an expert to say whether it's a fact. I can't say whether it's a fact, but I know that listening to psychologists, learning about stuff, being interested in certain things, that you are going to come across certain things that you know to be true. And the simple fact is that trauma is going to affect your brain at a young age, and that if the choices that you make on a daily basis are the results of those things. So then to turn around to say it doesn't exist is straight away, that is a coping mechanism. That means that you're not ready to deal with your trauma. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It exists because the results show that it exists because you are making choices every day that show that. But if you did not have the trauma, you didn't have to deal with any of that, you're all the way over there. You're gone. You're up. You're 10 ladders over. You're on the next board. You know, that's the thing.
I know what you're saying. I understand.
I know you get it. I know you
understand
get it.
that.
I'm not. Listen, I can't say whether it's fact, but we know that these are given.
Oh dear. Shall we just say that we're both right? We're all right.
I'm not disagreeing with George.
No.
George, he is right in what he's saying, but he's definitely not willing to accept the fact that the trauma.
Well, he's back now because he's come back. He just went for a slash.
It's a coping mechanism, and that right there is a sign of trauma.
Someone took a shit.
Not me.
Didn't even use the air freshener.
That sounds like cover work.
Kids, we're going to move on. Oh, we're going to go for a little bit something lighter here. So,
How much longer you got left on this?
what time is it now? 10 past 12. We can go for another 15. Oh, you mean?
I'm talking
this-
about this podcast, this 15-minute section.
We've got another 6 minutes on this section.
Oh, that's fine then. Go for it. But it felt like it was going on for a while.
This one was.
What's the next
it's just
subject?
well, I was going to say. I was going to say.
Sorry.
Are there pointless courses in university, such as to me?
100%. That's it. Boom.
There
Move
is,
on.
isn't there? You know,
there is.
for instance, you got gender.
All of them. All
What
of
is
them.
this?
Except,
What is this?
Except maths, English, and science, and engineering.
I'm just.
law,
we're not looking for the ones that are.
Other than
I'm looking
that,
for the. Hold
there's
on.
like 5, and then the rest
I'm looking
is
for
bullshit.
the courses that are pointless, not the ones that mean anything.
Yeah, but it's easier to name the
No,
ones
it's not, because that's the whole fucking point of the podcast, to bring out fucking subjects that are pointless in university. And you're telling me shit.
My missus done zoology, right? Because it seems like she's a vet, but he's
Is that
so
pointless?
Well,
That's not pointless if she's a
Zoology.
vet, surely.
yeah, but you can only work in zoos, Martin. Like, if you can't get a job in a zoo, what's the point
Yeah,
of doing the
just get a
course?
Is it not
in the
the
zoo.
general study of animals worldwide?
You have to work in a zoo. You have to work.
You have to.
Yeah,
Maybe she
Well,
wants to
said
work
that.
in a zoo.
I used to
No,
work
this-
in,
Why are you being
She
oppressive, dude?
Because this is like a free
No,
year
this
course
is
minimum.
what she's saying to me.
Does she do like just zoo animals, or does she do like aquatic stuff as well?
Yeah, like a zoo.
Because I used to work
Yeah,
at that
so-
aquarium in Southend, right? And I used to shave the dolphins.
Did you?
All the hair off the dolphins, yeah.
No, you didn't.
Have you ever seen a hairy dolphin?
I've never
No,
thought
I shaved it. Hey!
I was going to say,
Tom bought into that. So.
He was like, oh, what? Hair?
No.
He was going to go home and ask his missus.
it's late. It's late.
Why is it? Why is
It's
it
late.
these pointless courses, and who tends to go in there? I mean,
Money.
what sex?
Money.
No, I mean what male courses and female. I mean, for instance, I'm looking at some courses that are like gender studies. What the hell's gender studies? Please come forth.
Sounds like a woke one to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what are you I don't get it. I mean, two genders, yeah.
Male and female.
Pass.
Yeah.
Done. You got an A in
Next
there.
Yeah.
one. I mean, what
A plus. I'll put that down on my CV. I know the answers to that one.
What about woman studies? What's woman studies?
Boobies.
That's right. You're studying women.
He's getting
the next one we got here.
A's, straight A's. This
It's
Should've got to
feminist.
uni. I'd have pissed it.
Feminist studies. Really? Well, I mean, what kind of career path do these courses lead? What is a feminist study? I thought it's just like being a woman.
Google it.
You can just be a feminist without going to study it. I mean, like you want
Surely
to
it's the study of feminism throughout the whole
Yeah, but to what
thing.
course? I mean, all right. You know
Do a
what?
history-
I agree with you.
do a history degree then.
Now, hold on.
Well, yeah. It's a
Now,
portion of history.
Martin, I agree with you. It's the study of feminism.
Yeah.
So, what job is that going to get you?
I don't know.
Ladies? Anybody?
No idea.
Women's studies? What kind of job will that get you? No. It's not about anatomy, is it? Like you're going to be a doctor or something?
No, but they wouldn't study that, would they?
you
It's
could
more. Of,
probably
it's like Ollie said. It's a
stack
history.
Stack shelves in Tesco's.
No, look. Fucking hell, Ollie, man. You're going to get me cancelled, you. All right. So, why are these any other pointless courses? I mean, these are just three I could just pull off the top of my head without checking it out.
Did you look into them one?
I know, I didn't. I just wanted to know what you guys
Is that a fact?
thought
Just saw
of
the
these.
the title.
Yeah, I mean, no, these are courses. These are
capturing
courses
clickbait over
that
here.
exist. what is it? I don't know. Is there man studies?
Look it up.
Is there man study courses?
Maybe that's in the feminism as well. You know, because it's a 3-year course. They need some filler. don't
Fill
they?
it with something good.
Yeah. All killer, no
Maybe
filler.
the women's
What the-
studies for men
For men to do what?
to learn
Learn about what?
a lot.
Where is the value?
Such as?
is the
Hold on. Susie's opened up a can of worms. What do you mean? Learn about
he
women?
jumps all over that, doesn't he?
Maybe
What?
some of the books you have to buy are like the Gillian Clark and what's the other one?
50 Shades
Chili
of Grey.
Cooper. Oh,
So,
yeah,
hold on
50
a-
Shades of
so-
Grey.
There you go.
Taking it to that.
Anti-woke is just as
Hold
bad
on.
as woke.
Hold on. The books, what you just said there, those are basically pornographic for porno for women. What if you caught a
There is
guy?
actually that. By the way.
Well, yeah, but it's
The
like
non-book.
Do you know
But
what,
it's
George?
it's
You always
acceptable.
come back to these books. Should we just get you one? What do you want?
No, because the point I wanted to make is that is a good book to read. But if a man reads Penthouse, is it not as filthy?
It's more
What,
vulgar
do you
and
read
direct,
it?
is
Yeah.
it not?
Right. So
More
that's what men are,
pictures.
What the fuck is
right? And
Penthouse.
oh, fuck off, Tom. You know what
It's
Penthouse
like
is.
Playboy, Penthouse. Just similar kind of-
Oh, piss off. You're giving it like, oh, I'm innocent and I know nothing.
It's like Pornhub in a magazine.
Oh, is it?
So days before.
The pictures don't move.
Yeah, they might have a, like a,
Old school.
a little pull-out bit where you have to do it yourself.
It's like one of them kids' books. The arms move like that.
Yeah, the pop-up penthouse, and you have to pull the little lever.
Now I know how to do the sex.
little paper thing.
Oh, if you could
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
actions round his table with your hands.
You're like, oh, I wonder what's in the chest. You're up in the chest, and there's someone in the gimp outfit getting like whatever you want. Like,
Got a little scratch and sniff.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe how quick this segment was. I just turned it on, didn't I?
mate, you can get the 3D glasses that like back in the day for like 3D dinosaurs. But this is imagine that.
Yeah, put me 3D glasses on. Careful that don't poke me eye out. You know.
I don't want the UV glasses either.
Well, it
on that
depends what magazine you're reading, actually. Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Not with that segment.
We'll be coming back with the next segment. Please hold tight and enjoy the convo.